What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a lightning fast update about the stock market. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, we just got some important data from the Fed. The Fed are going to be keeping interest rates the same during this period, so there's no change to that. But what's helping the market push a bit is this news right here. We have the FOMC economic projections report, and the numbers are looking lower than expected, which suggests that there's going to be more cuts than expected, at least according to what the Fed is scheduling. So, what does this mean? Basically, before when this news came out, the Fed was expecting the target rate to be at 3.9% 1 year out. Now they're saying it's going to be 3.4% instead, implying we're going to get an extra 50 basis point worth of cuts for the year. Then for the second year, the previous report was showing 3.4%. Now it's showing 3.1%, implying we're going to get even more cuts than expected for 2 years out. And then for the current projection, right, obviously, the previous report was that we would see things a little bit higher than expected, but now, interest rates are a bit lower. And then the Fed is anticipating a little bit more of a cut, at least more cuts than previously expected. So just keep that in mind. That's what the overall projections are suggesting, due to the fact that the inflationary numbers are not too bad. Of course, now if the market's going to pump or dump, it's now going to depend on what the big guy, Jerome Powell, has to say. So just keep that in mind. Jerome Powell is going to be speaking at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so whatever he says could affect us. So we'll see how it goes. You want to be open-minded. Now, as far as Tesla goes, looking like we want to push a little bit. We're looking for this resistance around this 237 area. If we break that, we're going to be retesting 244-ish. If we turn back down and end up losing 230, we could turn back down for essentially 223. We're kind of stuck in the middle, but there is some potential in this if we do see Jerome Powell pump stocks. So it depends on what Jerome Powell causes. Does he give us a big rug pull in this Tesla dump here? Do we try to get a bounce and break past 237? We'll see, just to be safe. SPY is doing a decent job so far. It likes the fact that the Fed is anticipating more cuts than expected for 1 and 2 years out. There's an inverse head and shoulders like pattern on SPY, which could suggest that if we break 569, we're looking for the 575 and 580 area. If we end up losing 555, though, it's going to kind of invalidate this, and this could start dumping. So it depends on Jerome Powell. As of right now, the setup is more bullish. The QQQ also has a double bottom, is trying to bounce here. If we're bullish, you want to see us get back above 485. If that breaks, we're going to be looking for a bigger pump. If we end up losing 474, we could be turning back down. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But this has some upside potential. For the IWM Russell 2000, we have an inverse head and shoulders as well. If we break past 205.5, we're looking for an attempt to push higher for 208. If we end up losing 203, we're looking for a dump back down towards the low 200s. So we'll see if this continues to push higher. But that to me is looking quite decent. ES also has an inverse head and shoulders here. If we manage to break above 72.25, we're looking for an attempt for this. Sorry, did I say 72? 57.20. I meant to say that. Sorry, guys. 57.20. If we break that, we're looking for an attempt to get up to 5,800. If it rejects and ends up losing support around 56.80, we could be dumping back down. This does look bullish with the inverse head and shoulders, so just give this some time. For NQ, we're looking pretty good. If we could break past 20,000, we're looking for a bigger pump, depending on what Jerome Powell says. If not, we could turn back down. Bitcoin's looking more bullish. We want to see if this could break 85,000. Nvidia's looking pretty good, inverse head and shoulders. If we manage to break above 120, we're looking for an attempt to continue to 125. If we lose 114, we could turn back down, so we'll see about that. Tesla's trying to hold and get closer to about 237, has a little bit more potential to push. Whether we get a big push or a dump, though, depends on Powell. Aapl is just so. We want to see this hold above 215. It's kind of struggling so far. But if that does hold and Jerome Powell pumps us, we're going back up to about 222. If not, if we don't hold 215, we could dump back down. So be careful. We're barely around that area right now. Coin looks a little bit more decent. I want to see it hold 186. If that's the case, we're looking for 193. If we end up losing 184, we could turn back down. Amazon's looking bullish. I want to see us get back above 195. If that's the case, we're looking for 198. If we lose 192, we'll turn back down. So we'll see if that holds. Meta's looking pretty good. I want to see us get back above 596. If that breaks, we will push higher. So for now, I want to say that we'll see if we could get back up to that resistance. If 580 holds, we could be bouncing for 585 and eventually the low 590s. If we lose 580, we could turn back down. So we'll see. If Microsoft loses 385, we're looking for a dump. If we break past 388, we're looking for a pump. We're in the middle right now. If Google breaks past 165, we're looking for a push for 168. And if we lose support at 162, we're turning back down. The VIX is kind of weak right now. We'll have to see if it could hold support at 19.5. It's still like so, kind of in the middle. There's weakness, but it all depends on what the big guy says. So the market's trying to push right now. Will we get a big pump or will we get a dump? It depends. The setups look a bit more bullish, but we'll see just to be safe, okay? So get ready for Jerome Powell at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's in a couple of minutes. He's going to be speaking, and we'll see if he launches stocks or not. Thank you for listening. Have a good one, and peace out.